Hi everyone, hope you all are good. We are here for grade 10 math. You can find all the lessons on aplusstudents.com. You have to log in there using your email address and password as provided by the administrator. Then you have to select math from the subject tab, scroll down to grade 10 and then click on view all lessons. So there you can find a list of the chapters. We're going to start with the chapter Algebra. So please make sure you have your notebook and pencil so that you can note down the important examples and definitions as well. So here I am on grade 10 math. Let's just start with the first lesson, that is ratios and proportions. So let's just start with the lesson. Okay, the first example is do the ratios 8 over 14 and 4 over 7 are proportion. You have to see if they are proportion, right? How do you see to determine whether the two ratios 8 over 14 and 4 over 7 form a proportion? You can compare them using a denominator, right? The denominators are 7 and 14. The common denominator is 14. You have to make the denominators same, right? So multiply the fraction 4 by 7 by 2 so that their denominators are equal. So that is 8 over 14, right? You can see you just multiplied 2 by 4 by 7 and that is 8 over 14. So that means both the fractions are exactly equal. That means yes, they form a proportion. The correct option is yes. Got it? Ratios have the same values. They form a proportion. Let's just start with the test questions. Okay. Do the ratios 11 over 10 and 8 over 5 form a proportion? Okay, let's just make their denominator same, right? One of them is 11 over 10, that is 8 over 5. So here you have 10, you need to make that 5 equals 10. So 5 times what number is 10? 5 times 2 is 10. So that is 11 over 10 and 8 times 2 is 16 and 5 times 2 is 10. See, they have same denominators but their numerators are different. That means no, they do not form a proportion. The correct option is no. Got it? The correct option is no. Okay, the next one is do the ratios 19 over 20 and 2 over 4 form a proportion? So which is the correct option, yes or no? The correct option is no. They do not form a proportion. Got it? The correct option is no. Do the ratios 1 by 2 and 5 by 10 form a proportion? So which is the correct option? The correct option is yes, they form a proportion. The correct option is yes. Do the ratios 4 over 12 and 1 over 3 form a proportion? So, which is the correct option? The correct option is yes, they form a proportion. The correct option is yes, they form a proportion. Do the ratios 1 by 2 and 8 by 16 form a proportion? So, which is the correct option? The correct option is yes, they form a proportion. The correct option is yes. Do the ratios 1 by 20 and 3 by 4 form a proportion? Which is the correct option? The correct option is no, they do not form a proportion, right? Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next lesson. And the next lesson is scale drawings, word problems. Let's just start with the next lesson. Okay, the first example is Kayla drew a scale drawing of a house and its lot. She used the scale 1 inch equals 4 feet. If the actual length of the house driveway is 24 feet, how long is the driveway in the drawing? So you have to see the length of the, um, you have to calculate the actual length of the house driveway in the drawing, right? So how do you calculate? Basically, you need to form a proportion, right? The scale used is 1 inch equals 4 feet, right? So the scale is 1 inch to 4 feet. You are given the driveway is 24. So 6 times, you have to see 6 times for what number is 24? 6 times 4 is 24. That means you need to multiply the numerator by 6 also, right? So that means the driveway is 6 inches long. The correct option is 6 inches long. Okay, let's just start with the test questions. Okay. In Beverly Hills, two Hollywood actors own houses that are 4 kilometers apart. How far apart are the actors' house on a map with a scale of 2 centimeter to 1 kilometer? So you are given the scale that is 2 centimeter to 1 kilometer, right? You have to see the actual distance in their house is 4 kilometers, right? You have to see the distance in the map, right? You have to calculate. So you need to see 1 times what number is 4, 1 times 4 is 4, right? That means you need to multiply this number by 4 also. So 4 times 2 is 8 and 4 times 1 is 4. That means in the map they are 8 kilometers, 8 centimeters, right? They are 8 centimeter apart in the map. The correct option is 8 centimeter. Okay, the next one is Brennan drew a scale drawing of a house. The garage was which is 14 meters long in real life is 35 centimeter long in the drawing. What scale did Brennan use? Okay, 14 centimeter 14 meters long actually it is, right? You have to use, and in the drawing that is 35 centimeters. Real life it is 14 meters and in drawing it is 35 centimeters, right? You have to see the scale used. So you have a common factor 2 that is 2 meter divided by 7 centimeter, right? So that is 2 meters. The correct option is 2 meters, right? No, 5 centimeter it is. So 5 centimeter equals 2 meter. The correct option is 2. Got it? The correct option is 2 meters. Kela drew a scale drawing of a house and its lot. She used the scale 1 inch equal 4 feet. If the actual length of the house driveway is 24 feet, how long is the driveway in the drawing? So, which is the correct option? The correct option is 6 inches, right? The correct option is 6. That is 6 inches. The next one is Dustin is an election officer. On election day, he travels to the polling place, which is 64 kilometers away from his home. On a map of Richmond country, these two places are 2 centimeter apart. What is the scale of the map? So, which is the correct option? The correct option is 1 centimeter equal. Yes, that is 32 kilometers. 1 centimeter equal 32 kilometers. The correct option is 32. Got it? Okay, the next one is Jonathan made a scale drawing of a house and its lot. He used the scale 1 centimeter equals 6 meters in the drawing, and the back patio is 2 centimeter wide. What is the width of the actual patio? So which is the correct option? The correct option is 12 meters. The correct option is 12 meters. Bella drew a scale drawing of a summer camp. The sand volleyball court is 8 millimeter long in the drawing. The actual volleyball court is 16-meter long. What is the scale of the drawing? So, which is the correct option? The correct option is 1 millimeter equal 2 meters. The correct option is 2 meters. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next lesson, and the next lesson is properties of exponents. Let's just start with the next lesson. The first example is simplify v cube times v exponent 9 and v exponent 4. So basically we have to apply the um, properties of exponent. Here we know that they all have the same basis, right? When you have the same basis, you need to add their exponents, right? So you need to add that is 3 minus 9 plus 4. So the correct option is v exponent negative 2. Or you can write it as a positive exponent by writing in the denominator, so that is 1 over v square. The correct option is 1 over v square. Let's just start with the test questions. The first one is simplify m exponent negative 9 exponent negative 3. So whenever you have an exponent like this, you can multiply both the exponents. You have to do whenever you need to use the properties of exponent, that is m exponent, hold on, that is x exponent m exponent n, and you have to solve it like x exponent mn, right? You have to multiply both the exponents. So you have to do the same thing over here, that is m exponent negative 9 times negative 3. So that is m exponent 27, right? 3 times 9 is 27. So that is m exponent 27. Option number 1 is the correct option. Got it? Okay, simplify m exponent 8 exponent negative 9. So which is the correct option? The correct option is r exponent negative 72, right? Option number 2 is the correct option, that is r exponent negative 72. The next one is simplify d exponent negative 7 exponent negative 6. So which is the correct option? The correct option is d exponent negative 42, right? Option d exponent positive 42. Option number 2 is the correct option, right? Very good. Option number 2 is the correct option. H exponent negative 7 exponent 5. So which is the correct option? The correct option is that is h exponent negative 35, right? Because negative 7 times 5 is 35, so that is h exponent negative 35. The correct option is option number 1 is the correct option, right? The correct one is option number 1. Okay, simplify m exponent 3 exponent 4. So which is the correct option? You have to do 3 times 4, right? So m exponent, the correct option is 3 times 4 is 12. So that is m exponent 12. Option number 1 is the correct option. Got it? Okay, write 1 over a square as a variable with a negative exponent. So a square is in the denominator, right? You can write it in numerator and in the denominator 2 is positive. So you can write the exponent by writing in numerator as negative. The correct option is a exponent negative 2. Option number 2 is the correct option, right? Express g exponent negative 3 exponent negative 2. So which is the correct option? The correct option is g exponent negative 6, right? Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to the next lesson, and the next lesson is simplify radical expressions. So let's just start with the next lesson. So now we're going to learn how do we simplify the radical expressions. Let's just start with the test questions. Okay, the first one is 5 exponent 7 minus 6 exponent 7, right? So here you can see like exponent 7 is the common one. So they are the like terms. You can take exponent 7 common and you are left with 5 minus 6. So 5 minus 6 is negative 1. So that is negative exponent 7, right? Negative square root 7, sorry. The correct option is negative square root 7. That is option number 2 is the correct option. Got it? Subtract, write your answer in simplest form. So which is the correct option? That is negative 6 square root 2 minus 3 square root 2. Again, they looks like a like terms because they have the same radical. So you can take the radical common and solve the rest of the things, right? You can take square root 2 common. So you are left with negative 6 minus 3 and negative 6 negative 3 is negative 9. So that is negative 9 square root 2. The correct option is negative 9 square root 2. Option number 2 is the correct option. Got it? Negative 9 square root 2 is the correct one. Okay, the next one is square root 490. So which is the correct option? Okay, so you have square root 490. Let's just make the prime factors of 490, right? So their prime factors would be 7 times 7 times 2 times 5. They are the prime factors, right? So you can write it as 7 square times 2 times 5. You can write this 7 square outside the radical and 2 times 5 is 10. So the correct option is 7 square root 10. Got it? The correct option is 7 square root 10. Option number 1 is the correct option, right? Okay, the next one is 63 w square. So which is the correct option? The correct option is option number 1, that is 3w square root 7. Option number 2 is the correct option. Got it? That is the second one. Add negative 7 square root 5 plus 4 square root 5. So which is the correct option? Add negative 7 square root 5 plus 4 square root 5. So which is the correct option? option is negative 3 square root 5, right? Option number 2 is the correct option. The next one is simplify 126 d square, which is the correct option. The correct option is 3d square root 14. Option number 1 is the correct option, right? Okay, 28 w cube, which is the correct option. The correct option is option number 1 is the correct option, right? Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. So we were working on grade 10 math. The chapter we were working on is algebra. The lessons we have covered today are ratios and proportions, scale drawings, word problems, properties of exponents, and simplify radical expressions, right? So please make sure before the next session you can complete all the practice questions for the lessons we did today. That is your homework until next session, right? So if you need more help with any of the lesson, you can contact any tutor on the Skype. They are available from Monday to Friday, 5 to 9. Or either you can join me in the interactive session that would be daily from 4 to 5 and from 9 to 10. Also, I have already covered these lessons in detail earlier. You can just search the YouTube channel and find the videos there and then go through them, right? So that's all for today. If you have any question, you can please ask. I am here to answer all your questions and confusions if you have any.